So tomorrow's Super Bowl Sunday, so I'm going to be doing a Super Bowl manicure. I've got my football, my gridiron, and I'm representing the Ravens this year. I'm not a Patriots fan, so I'm going to represent the Ravens. This is generally what it's going to end up looking like. I'm going to have the football on my middle finger, the gridiron on my index and ring finger, and then my pinky and my thumb are going to have the Ravens water marble. The base colors that I'm using are French Tip by Color Club. It's my new favorite white. I've got Get in the Espresso Lane by OPI. That's going to be the base of my football. And then I've also got Jade is the New Black by OPI for the gridiron. The colors that I'm going to be marbling with are OPI Alpine Snow, BMC Liquid Gold. Technically it's a stamping polish, but it works great in a water marble. And OPI I fell for this color, which is a really dark purple, but in the water marble it ended up being a little bit lighter and more purpley than black. And then the dots on the football are going to be this random dark brown that I found at a thrift store. So I'm going to start off with doing my white on my thumb and pinky finger. And then I'm going to do the green on my index and ring fingers, then the brown on my middle finger. I'm going to end up with at least 2 coats of each color on the appropriate nails. Turn this a little bit. There we go. The OPI colors take a couple of coats for good opacity. The Color Club white is opaque in 1 thick coat or a thick coat and a relatively thin coat. It gets opaque quickly. I also, if you saw my last video, I changed the length and shape of my nails this time. It was time to file them down, and I decided I wanted to go with a different shape. So they're more square instead of round. So I'm giving that a try. That looks like the brown is going to take probably 2, maybe 3 coats. Now that I've got my base colors down and Simply Peel on my pinky and thumbs, we'll start on the art. I'm going to start with my middle fingers, the football. And I'm just going to put a little bit of the lighter brown down and put some dots down to give the football's texture. I'm using not my smallest dotting tool, but one of the smaller ones. And I'm just going to put the dots down. In a line, the way they would be on the football. After I'm done putting the dots down, I'm going to let it dry for a minute, and then I'm going to do the lacing and the stripes on the end of the football. footballs are done. Now it's time to do the gridiron. I'm using OPI Alpine Snow to do the white, the white parts of both the gridiron and the football. I'm using that instead of the Color Club white because it flows easier on nail art brush. So with the gridiron, I'm going to do one long stripe in about the center of the length of my nail and a couple of smaller stripes. Between the center line and the tip and the cuticle of my nail. And then I'm also going to put some numbers down. So first we have the 10-yard line. And then over here we will have the 30-yard line. And then I will do the 40 and the 50-yard line on my right hand. So I was informed after I started filming that I had the wrong team. So instead of Baltimore Ravens, I will be doing Atlanta Falcons colors, which I'm using the same design, just different colors. So I'm going to start with my white, and then do red and black. So I'm using OPI Dutch Tulips and Sally Hansen Blackheart as my colors for the Atlanta Falcons. And after I get my bullseye made, I will draw in kind of a flower shape, but I'm going to angle it so that it looks more like a bird wing. I might be able to save that. Alright, so I've got my bullseye, and I'm going to anchor this at the top and the bottom, and I'm going to grab myself a cotton pad so I can wipe my toothpick. I'm also going to anchor it out to the sides, and then I'm just going to draw in to the center point. And I'm kind of bringing the line down in a circle in order to give it more of like a bird wing effect. Okay, so I think I like this spot the best right here. So I'm going to dip. And then that's what I've got so far. It looks really cool. I like this better than when I did the Ravens colors. And then I like to take my toothpick and first get it wiped off there, and then kind of go around the edge to separate the polish from what's on my skin. Alright. So peeling the Simply Peel. And there we go. Perfect little bird wing for the Atlanta Falcons. Now that I've got everything done, took 2 tries for this nail to get done. You can kind of see the first dip underneath of it, but I was too lazy to completely strip and repaint that one. So for my thumb and ring finger on both hands, I'm going to use just a regular glossy top coat, which is Sèche Vite. On my 3 center fingers, the 2 gridirons and the football, I'm going to be topping with a matte top coat. I will be putting Sèche Vite on all 10 nails just to give a little added protection before putting the matte top coat down, because matte top coats don't exactly last very long. And I want to protect what I just did, even though it's only going to be on for the weekend. I'm changing my nails again on Monday, but I still want to protect the design. So I'm going to do my quick dry top coat on all the nails and then followed up with the matte top coat for the 3 center nails. Here is the final look. I've got the matte top coat down on the 3 center nails and glossy top coat on the water marble nails. The water marble was a nice little challenge, which was fun. I hope you like it, and go Falcons!